Have a great day everyone! Today's video, we will going to discuss about the 13 anatomical movement and how this movement can properly execute. So, by the way, my name is Michael John M. Caparida, DBS and English 1A student of CTU Manila Campus. So, without further ado, let's start. What is anatomical movement? Anatomical movements are used to describe the actions of muscles upon the skeleton. Muscles contract to produce movement at joints, and the subsequent movements can be precisely described using these terminologies. Let's start with abduction. This is the movement of the limbs or other body parts that pulls away from the midline of the body. Here is the proper execution of abduction. The muscles involved are latissimus dorsi, trapezius muscle, biceps brachii, triceps brachii, deltoid, and pectoralis major. Bones involved are clavicle, scapula, and humerus. Second is adduction. This is the movement of a body part towards the midline of the body. Take note, adduction is the antagonistic movement of abduction. Here is the proper execution of adduction. The muscles and bones that are involved in adduction is just the same with abduction. The third movements are angular motion and circumduction. Angular motion are produced when the angle between bones of a joint changes. They include flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, and circumduction. Circumduction is the movement of a limb and a circular motion, as in swinging an arms around. Bones and muscles involved are just the same with abduction and adduction, but has an additional muscle, which is exterior digitorum. The fourth movements are dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. These terms are used to describe movements at the ankle and foot. Dorsiflexion refers to flexion of an ankle so that the foot points move superiorly, while plantar flexion refers to the extension of the ankle so that foot points inferiorly. Muscles involved are Achilles tendon, gastrocnemius, peroneus longus, tibialis exterior, exterior digitorum, and sartorius. Bones involved are patella, tibia, fibula, tarsus, calcaneus, metatarsal, and phalanges. The fifth movements are elevation and depression. These are the movements when a structure moves in a superior or inferior direction. Muscles involved are trapezius, deltoid, pectoralis major, sternocleidomastoid, and latissimus dorsi. Bones involved are clavicle, scapula, humerus, and shoulder girdle. The sixth movement is extension. Refers to the movement that increases the angle between two body parts. The seventh movement is flexion. This movement is the exact opposite of extension. This refers to a movement that decreases the angle between two body parts. Muscles involved are deltoid, pectoralis major, biceps and triceps brachii, flexor and extensor carpi group, and flexor and extensor digitorum. Bones involved are clavicle, ulna, radius, scapula, and humerus. The eighth movement is gliding. It refers to the movement where two opposing surfaces slide past from each other. Here is the proper execution. Here are the muscles involved. And the bones involved as well. The ninth movement is opposition. This is the special movement of the thumb and the index finger which enables to grasp and hold an object. Take note, opposition has antagonistic movement called reposition. Muscles involved are flexor carpi group, extensor digitorum, extensor carpi group. Bones involved are carpal, metatarsals, and phalanges. 10th movements are pronation and supination. This refers to the rotation of the end of the radius and across the anterior surface of the ulna. The muscles involved are extensor digitorum, extensor carpi group, and flexor carpi group. Bones involved are humerus, ulna, carpal, and radius. The 11th movement is protraction. Is the moving part of the body interiorly in the horizontal plane, as in jutting the face forward to gain a distance. The 12th movement is retraction, the reverse movement of protraction, as in pulling the jaw back towards the spine. The muscles involved are and these are the bones involved. And lastly, the 13th movement is rotation. It involves turning the body or limbs around the longitudinal axis as it is rotating the arm to screw in a light bulb. The muscles involved are iliopsoas, external oblique, rectus abdominis, sartorius, gluteus maximus, and gluteus obvious. And bones involved are lumbar vertebrae, ilium, pubis, sacrum, and axium. So those are the 13th anatomical movement, and I hope guys that you learned something. So thank you for watching and have a great day ahead. Goodbye.